Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
Tell them run it up. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first I
Stretch.
Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice.
Shuck it, duck it.
Quack, quack.
What's
going on?
Something wrong with
Quack.
y'all, I think. Something really wrong with y'all.
What's going on? This how we do it in the seaport, bro. That's how we do it in the
Oh
seaport.
my God. Okay, all right, camouflage.
That's how we do it in the seaport.
See, y'all too old remember camouflage. But now you don't know about no cut friends, do you?
I went to school with Tammy, camouflage mama. Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do.
Yeah, welcome everybody
My
to
boy.
Yes, sir.
to the Ebony Sports Reporters. I don't know where
Going
the
down.
host is tonight. The host who sent us the agenda.
I don't know how he
got-
can do shows.
He got stuck somewhere. You know. Yeah.
Well, that's
What do y'all think happened to him? Did he have a
Hey.
hot date and had to go drink some nut juice?
hey.
What's up?
Hey, he had no hot date. He probably just drunk some nut juice because damn sure he had no hot date.
He might be. Ain't no telling. But anyway.
Hey, he probably had practice with the Temptation.
Oh yeah, he could be there too. Because he do look like one of the
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
that man might be at church. Y'all don't know.
He might be in church. Where
He
is
might be with the
Jamal
Lord.
Ray? That's the thing. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get the NBA scores for today. And that's
We
what
can
I
pull them
was
up.
I was busy. I had something I was doing and got busy, and I did not get the NBA scores. I usually would have them at the bottom of the ticker, but
Right.
since I don't know where my little help is tonight, but tonight, Thursday, she's not available till Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So we'll get it all right. That's my bad. I should have did it while I was.
Hey, pull up that ESPN.
I should have did it like I was when I was out. Y'all see the background we got there for sports. That's a nice stadium there. Football,
I like that.
whatever, lacrosse, whatever the hell you want to play.
I like that. I like that fescue grass. That's some good fescue grass back there.
That grass, huh? That bushes. Between the hedges. That's what they say in UGA, between the hedges.
Between the hedges. Yeah. Yeah.
So what's on this agenda? Let's see.
Well, the first thing on the agenda, and I didn't have time to even do his agenda to put it up in the on the board, was I mean I've been busy. I've been busy.
I got it right. We got it right here.
Well, you be prepared in it.
Well, I got it, but I'm saying I usually would put it up here
right
so that we could have it. And hey, oh Lord.
Don't get
Lord,
cussed out like Chandra. Hold on. Brother
Lord,
Issa, I had to protect you. They were in here talking so bad about you. But I
my
protect
brother.
you, brother.
I'm not gonna let nobody talk bad about my brother.
Me either. I'm not gonna let
I
nobody
looked out for you, Issa.
He's part of the Seaport Drip.
Nobody gonna talk about him.
I need that. I need that. Seaport Drip. I need
I
that.
told him I need that shirt.
Yeah.
I need that.
Drip. Yes, sir. Well, we're gonna let you take back over because we're about to get on your first
Hey.
subject. You know,
But
I'm
real
like
quick,
you.
y'all gotta get
I'm
this shirt.
I'm not. Julius Hall, you was the host. Oh my God. But
It's the third Thursday. What's the
It's
day?
just
It can't be the third Thursday. The day just the 10th.
I
Why
did
they have the
last week.
second Thursday.
See, what happened? I had to do it last week. I had to do it last week. I had to do it last week. And so now Julius Hall, my contract ain't saying all about, okay, I just got to do it all the time. I see that he's trying to do. So we're going to roll with it. Let me go ahead and get my stuff on up. Boy, that Julius Hall.
That's all right. But real quick, we talking about t-shirts. Y'all check out your boy Alex. Minding my black-owned business. Y'all know Alex, right? Y'all support that young brother. You know what I'm talking about, Issa?
Yes, sir. Because the whole lot going on. So now, and this is a subject that we're going to start with Bernard Brown first with this right here. And now let's y'all jump to the Brian Flores effect. Something has happened. So Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts on that?
Hey, you know what? I want to give this man prop, right? Because for him to stick his neck out the way he's sticking his neck out, knowing that he may not even ever get a job in the NFL again, but somebody got to start it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to start it, because I think this he got a raw deal, and you know for a fact that anytime somebody pay you to lose, you know, of our color, they ain't asking the other people that. They ain't asking the other people to pay to lose, but they ask our color to lose. So Lovie Smith got a job. Who else got a job? Mike McDaniel got a job. I was hoping Lefford got a job too. And I think he's ready for a head coaching job, the Tampa Bay offensive coordinator.
I thought he got a head coach job.
Nah, he was supposed to get the Jacksonville job, and they went in another direction.
What?
Well, he backed out. Flores backed out.
Yeah. So I think by people, I think Brian opened the door for people to see, okay, the NFL ain't like the NFL. So hey, you know what I'm saying? If you can be a defensive coordinator, if you can be an offensive coordinator, if you can be a special team coordinator, then why you can't be a head coach? You already dealing ain't nothing but black folks in playing in the NFL anyway. You already have the effect. Why not play with somebody that look like you, smell like you, talk like you, feel the pain like you? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And so my brother RG, I had to ask you this question with tied to that with regards to the Flores effect. What's your opinion, your thoughts with regards to Lovie Smith and Mike McDaniel not being hired? What's your perspective on that? You know, tied to that Brian Flores effect.
Well, I think it's like this. It always amazes me that there's always a knee-jerk reaction to fix things when it could have been a preventative thing from the get-go. Mm-hmm. You know, I also look at the fact of why they're not more general managers, or why we're not looking at a strategic plan to make this more of an inclusive process. Why are there no Latino coaches? Now, again, like Bernard said, I agree. You see a predominantly high number of players looking like us, right? Well, I guess Patrick Mahomes will look more like me, but anyway, when we even get to the owners, like, why are there not a lot of black owners? We got to start questioning these things and wondering. You know, the why effect is because we've been disenfranchised for years, but this knee-jerk reaction to fix it, I don't think is smart. I think that the right thing to do would have been, all right, let's be more strategic. Let's do like the federal government has required colleges and universities to do. Let's make them interview so many coaches, and one of them have got to be a person of color. I mean, you know, I wish these two coaches success, but I also worry that they're going to be measured on a different standard than other coaches.
Has Mike Tomlin ain't in Pittsburgh no more?
No, you're still there. Right. Mike was the only one at one time. And so now that's why I'm going to hit you with again. It's tied to the Flores effect also, my brother Julius Hall. But Tomlin is there, and we know the Rooney Rule is coming to play. Roger Goodell on yesterday began to talk about that and allude to that. And so folks are saying that even with regard to people on the diversity committee for the NFL, they're not affecting it like it needs to be, and that the push. And so Julius Hall, again, Brian Flores effect, was some people are now asking a question. They're saying, what can be done with regard to getting some of these owners to be more exposed to these African-American coaches? Because again, they're saying they're hiring people who come from pretty much their same world, their same background. So African-American coaches are not coming from that. And that there is a Latino coaches that are there in the NFL. And also the other thing they try to hide behind too, saying like with Mike McDaniel, that with regard to him being a person of color, folks are saying it's no longer about people of color. It's about, we talking about black people. That's what the running rules in place. So what's your thoughts with regard to that, Julius Hall?
Well, this is my thought. These people own the team, and if they don't want to diversify, then we shouldn't support them. Those particular teams. You got Byron Allen now trying to buy the Denver Broncos. Byron Allen, if y'all don't know, Byron Allen is he used to be a comedian. Then he turned into a media executive. He owns the Weather Channel and several other stations. So now he is trying to buy the Denver Broncos. And this is what I said a couple of weeks ago on our first show, that if the Denver Broncos up for sale, last week I said it, that shouldn't a group of blacks get together to pool their monies and buy the Denver Broncos, because it's got to be around about $1 billion. But you can
over $1 billion.
Yeah, you can get the credit to finance that. And these people own the team just like everybody else who owns everything else in America outside of sports. They have a right. The Wendy's have a right to do what they want to do. McDonald's have a right to do what they want to do. But if we're the ones who are buying all their product, then they should hire us. There are not many Hispanics in the NFL. There are the majority of the people, of the players in the NFL are African American. So it is still a disparity there where you have the majority and of the players who are making all the money for the NFL. They have a great product and they're selling it, but we're not represented on the coaching level. It's the same effect as when they thought that blacks couldn't be the quarterback until Doug Williams showed them that you could win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he came out with the book quarterback instead of quarterback. You know, so it's two-pronged, but if we don't send a message in unity, that's what they count on, that we not being united and having a united front against things that affect us directly. And they're that we don't, because there's so much disunity within our community that we don't know what to champion. And and all you have to do is champion something with numbers, and they listen to you. And it's the same thing in politics. You know, if you win the Super Bowl,
Mr. Producer, ring the bell. Ding! Okay, we're moving on. That subject. That's what we're moving on. Moving on. Okay, thank you. So now what we going to do? We gonna get them Super Bowl predictions, and who you think your blow up? Who's gonna blow up in the Super Bowl prediction? Also, who's gonna be that person? Gonna be that star? And I regret doing this, Bernard, my brother, but we're gonna have to go to Julius first. And so, but I'm gonna monitor. Him. So first, Julius Hall, go ahead.
1 minute.
Yeah, well, you know, I gotta add that flair to it. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Terry. Yeah, we are experts. You know, we're going to give you that great opinion. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? I got the LA Rams winning the Super Bowl, and I have my boy Matt Stafford showing out. He's going to show his butt. That's my prediction.
Okay. All right. So now we go to Bernard Brown. Who are you looking at Super Bowl? Who you think? Because I know you, because you be studying. So who you think going to be the blowout?
Hey, really, it's really not gonna be a blowout.
Oh no, I'm saying who you think gonna be that star? Who gonna be that star person that come on that team?
Now, Odell Beckham. That boy gonna show out. I'm telling you, they already. Every team he went to say he's a troublemaker, right? And you know the Cleveland Brown. cut him. The Cleveland Browns. They don't even know how to spell cut. You know, Odell gonna show up. I'm telling you right now, Odell gonna show up. And but you know what? On the backside of that, if you look at all the NFL players, right? If you look at all the NFL players, and they most of all the NFL players black, right? But if you look at the white guys, you know, the Cincinnati Bengals guy and all these quarterbacks and the New England, they got a swag. You know why they got a swag? Because they hanging out with the brothers. They hanging out with the brothers, man. They learning how to, you know, they learn how to play some ball. Trust me. Hey, they come to our community, still our community, and then they got the little swag. Come on now, the boy had that little gold necklace hanging down with a cigar. Come on now, he think he Joe Namath. So Odell Beckham gonna be the man. Odell Beckham.
Right.
Julius Hall. Julius Hall, do you notice that your homeboy Bernard Brown is stealing the stuff that we said last week? We had said that last week about Joe. You see how he gonna steal our stuff, not try to make it like it's brand new. So everybody who's checking out Ebony Sports Reporters, y'all not think it's brand new. I just let y'all know. Go check out the show last week. That's what Julius Hall and Jamal had talked about last week. But anyway,
I didn't see the show
when
last
he didn't
week.
show up. Yeah, when he didn't show up.
so my brother RG, who gonna win the Super Bowl, and who you think gonna be that person that's gonna blow out? Who gonna be that blowout star?
Well, I think honestly, I'm gonna go with Matthew Stafford. I'm a Bulldog fan to the core. Matthew has been impressive since going to the NFL. He was impressive when he was at Georgia, and he's been very consistent this year. And I think consistency is gonna win. I do think Joe Burrow is going to be quite impressive as well, but I don't think he'll get it done. I think Joe. The thing about the Super Bowl, and I'll be shocked if he does, but he's coming in, he doesn't have the level, and I caution using the word experience, but he doesn't have that that game time feel, that mojo that you get from doing things over and over. And I think Matthew's going to take it home, but I think Joe's going to impress us.
Okay. And I'll just throw this out here right now to y'all. I don't want to bring this subject up. You know, I don't want to bring it up, but I have no choice to do it because this is what we gotta do. What has been the worst deal? What has been the worst superstar deal? The Nets or the Lakers? Which one? You know, everybody had these high hopes from last year to now. Which one do you have in your opinion? And so, RG, who you think? Which one? The Nets or the Lakers with regards to the superstar tandems that have been collected?
I think honestly, you here's the thing. It doesn't make sense. I think a lot of people are trying to recreate this Miami Heat moment. And that's a one-in-a-lifetime thing to me. I mean, yeah, it was great. It was a novelty. It was cool. But sometimes that gets in the way of success. So if you got a lot of people who want to be seen or the superstar, the best person, then you're going to try to prove that. And so how do you prove that when all five players on the field, on the court, want the ball and want to you're getting in your own way. I think both of them can kind of get in their own way.
Okay. All right. And Julius Hall, who you think had the worst superstar deal out of the Nets and the Lakers? Which, you know, people know I'm a Lakers fan, also Warriors fan, and also Nuggets fan. So that's why I ain't want to bring that up, because I want somebody to try to attack me with regards to the Lakers. But which one, the Warriors or the Nets? I mean the Lakers or the Nets. Lakers or the Nets.
And I don't think that you need to give me time when I answer, because things that I'm an expert on, when I'm an expert on it, you need to give me time to answer. You know, I'm an expert in this. Nasty. So Harden to Philly, really? Why would you trade Harden? Really? Who the hell would trade Harden? One of the best scorers in league history. Why would you trade this guy? Well, Ben Simmons is a bust. Ben Simmons is a bust.
My God.
He's too soft. He's just like AD
That's how you felt.
In LA. Soft. You know, some of the worst trades. We on the worst trades, right? Worst trade.
The worst superstar deal. You know, because the Lakers had everybody come in. Carmelo, they had, you know, Rajon, they had everybody come in. They had, you know, Russ come in. Russ is my boy also. But then also we look at last season. We look at KD, look at Kyrie, and look at James. So which one was it? The Nets.
Just hold on with them. They're gonna win something. Hold on with them. They're gonna win something. Believe that. I don't know whether Ben Simmons gonna help them, but they're gonna win something in Brooklyn. But if just to bring back trades that you don't want to see, Brett Favre leaving Atlanta Falcons, Kobe Bryant getting traded from Charlotte to LA. You know, it's a bunch of big trades that happen that people need to look at. You know, but y'all go ahead.
So my brother, Coach Bernard Brown, in your opinion, which one is the worst superstar deal? The Nets or the Lakers? Which one, in your opinion, my brother?
Hey, I want to correct something what Jules just said. Okay, Harden, he only show up during the regular season. He don't show up during the playoff. I don't care if you averaging 30-something points regular season in the playoff, he's a bust. Harden, yeah, trading him to Philadelphia probably be the best thing for him. So now you got him out there in Philly, right? He can spread. Yeah, he shoot the three. He can spread the offense to have your boy in the center move around more and everything. But Ben Simmons, I think he's not so much overrated because he hasn't even proved himself yet. But I think the Nets trust me, the Nets got some serious issues. The Nets don't know whether they want to stay in Brooklyn or they want to go to New York. Right now, Kyrie and who's the other guy over there with him? They looking like they're overrated. That organization don't know what the hell they do. Now with the Lakers got some issues because they got a lot of old superstars, and I'm not gonna blame Westbrook for all the issues because AD need to stay on the court. He always been an inter-pro player. He always been soft. He always, he need to show up or shut up. LeBron trying, but LeBron basically he's weighing himself down. And I think when they got rid of Magic Johnson, as the GM, that's when the issue started. I think they need to go ahead and blow that team up, the Lakers and the Nets, and start all over again. That's just my opinion. But
you see your homeboy Blue Moon talking about Shagari talking about Brooklyn will not win a title. Blue Moon, they will win a title, brother. They got too much talent in Brooklyn.
What time they gonna win? The tennis? What time are they gonna win? They must be gonna win the tennis title when they come back to U.S. Opening.
They'll get a participation trophy.
They done got worse. When Jamal, they went and got Ben Simmons, they done got worse.
Jamal, remember this here, okay? What them two said. Them boys.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
You just said what they gonna win a participation trophy. They might surprise you and win it this year.
Let me tell you.
Look what it is.
The Lakers gonna win the World Championship this year. Promise you, watch and see. The Lakers gonna win it this year. Watch.
So now that's what we need to remember on this day right here. That it has been said by Bernard Brown that the Lakers will win the championship this year. And Shagari put it out there. The West is strong. The West is stronger than the East. But we're going to go on to this right here. We're going to move on. So we're going to go to Bernard Brown. We're going to go to this right here. What dynasties do you see happening right now? What dynasties do you see happening right now in college or in professional sports? What dynasties are out there as you see right now? If there are any dynasties that you think.
The only dynasty I see right now is ATR Black Media. That's the only dynasty I see because there ain't no dynasty.
You get a raise.
That's the only dynasty I see, y'all. That's a touchdown right there.
Oh my God.
You got good vision.
Oh my.
Hey,
you know,
ain't no dynasty
Julian Hall
without
created
dynasty.
staff.
Oh, I'm going to say to the listening audience of
Yes,
Ebony
sir.
sportscasters, sports reporters, excuse me. I apologize for what that shameless plug by Bernard Brown. I expected better of him, but it's obvious
But it
that
was
again, it don't even matter. And then he gets encouraged by the other people here. So,
there you go. Hey, on a serious note, I'm serious. ATR, black men, I'm serious. Ain't no dynasty in college. Ain't no dynasty in pro.
Hey.
The only dynasty is ATR, black media, and we changing the name. That's it.
Professor.
Let's address Blue Moon again. Shigari.
Professor,
They
get control of
cannot
your
win again.
classroom.
The Bucks will not win again. Okay?
Nah,
the Bucks will not repeat.
Nah.
The Bucks will not repeat.
We are not. We're going to go to. Unfortunately, we're going to go to Julius Hall. Julius Hall, what dynasty do you see? What dynasty do you see out there right now?
Where at? Are you going to talk old dynasties or new dynasties?
Oh, no, we're talking about right now. What that was saying?
You got your Nebraskas. You got your Florida States. You got your you got your
Alabama.
No,
we talking about. So hold up. Listen to what I'm saying. I said dynasties right now. What dynasty out there right now? College or professional sports? That's what I'm saying. I'm asking your opinion, and really, I see now it's a test on you. Now, go ahead. I want to find something out.
The only dynasty out there right now, is Alabama.
What?
Everybody that play them next year gonna be in trouble because they're gonna whip them. They're gonna whip you down. I don't like Alabama.
To beat me.
I don't like Alabama. I hope Georgia beat them every time they play.
And will.
Alabama has a dynasty that you just can't disregard. In the NFL, there are no dynasties. Any given day in the NFL, you can lose. A missed tackle will put you out of first place or 50th place. A missed tackle, a drop ball will put you out there.
Yeah.
Ain't no dynasties in the NFL.
You're right.
So, I told you I'm an expert in sports. Y'all
don't know. Come on, Steven.
No. Hey, all the we from Tucker Wolverine, we expert in every damn thing.
Damn right. Especially sucking toes.
Oh, but
we're gonna leave that alone.
Again, this is Ebony Sports Reporters. But I'm gonna reel it back in. But I'm gonna hit Mr. Jesus Hall with this right here. That with regards to what has been called a nickname that's been thrown out there for the Kansas City Chiefs, the Dynasty of One. So again, they say the Dynasty of One. Since you are a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs, that's why I'm trying to figure that out. Now, somebody just posted about Jackson State. Jackson State has the potential because the recruits that are coming in. But to my brother RG, what is the dynasty that you see out there right now? We're talking about right now in college or with regards to professional sports. Now, some people go out there, UConn just lost last night after having won, I think over 100 games, home games, but again, UConn. But go ahead, my brother RG.
And honestly, we're going to look at college. I'm a big college football fan. I looked at the numbers the other day, and they took Kirby Smart, and they compared him against Nick Saban, your boy LSU, all of the top 10 coaches. Kirby Smart has done something not even Nick Saban has done within 6 years, right? With his appearances, with his bowl wins, and with winning a national championship within 6 years, right? And so I think people are sleeping on him repeating or getting this thing together. Keep in mind, Nick Saban went through all these coaching changes, right? And he kept being successful. Kirby knows the recipe. Kirby has recruited very, very well. He has the number 2 class in the country. Kirby's got he's starting a momentum and he's lit a fire. And so I think it's going to be very hard. I'll tell you the test of beating Georgia. Depending on how they show up against Florida will be the litmus test of how well they do. But I think Kirby Smart got something going down there in Athens.
So to again, to the audience, to Shigari and everyone, Terry and everyone, Ebony Sports Report is supposed to be an unbiased show, but then we see people prejudicial. That's why my brother RG, he's showing his favoritism with regard to UGA. But the show we are supposed to be unbiased. But again, they got
he went to Jenkins or something.
Yeah. You know.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Wizard Forest
Hey.
people, I need y'all to show up in the comments.
But y'all
Oh,
see
We got
a
more Wizard
lot of
Forest people
stuff.
watching.
Hey,
So my brother RJ asked you the question with regards to the Olympics. Should we be in China? Should we be there in China for the Olympics?
Hey, see, that's a smart guy right there. See, that's my homeboy. He said West Side Whippers when I played quarterback. I not only played quarterback, I played linebacker.
So
That's my homeboy, Shikari. We got the same
We
birthday
can
and
always do a
everything.
flag football game out there for Sunday night. Come on now.
and that was recreational. We had tailored this to college and to professional sports, not recreational. So, but again, my brother RG, should we be in China for the Olympics?
Well, I think part of the Olympics is a political statement, really. And if we didn't show up, then Russia and China would leverage that to try to be the world power, which they're trying to do right now. That's the whole thing around Ukraine. And so we got to start looking at things for what they are. The Olympics ain't nothing but a political statement. Why do you think they put people out for the baggy pants? They knew what them folk would come destroy them. So I think, we got to show up. We got to show up and show out, or else we're going to start fizzling away.
yeah.
And so, Coach Bernard Brown, the question tied to that: is anybody looking at the Olympics? Just a question.
No, but you know what? You got to realize too, if you go back in history, we as black athletes made history in the Olympic when we stand up on that stage with our black gloves and protest a lot of issues. And that's what all started. And they got to realize sports can same thing with Brian Flores, same thing with him.
Mm-hmm.
We can make our statement through sports because, listen, everybody, whether you black, white, or whatever, we all can come together at a sports event and think we buddies, but after we leave the stadium, we enemies. I'm just saying. So with the Olympics, I think, we should be there out of respect for what happened back in 1964, I believe. But are we watching it? No, I ain't watching it. I don't even know who in the Olympics now, to be honest. I'm just saying. I'm not watching it. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm trying to do is we trying to get this sports show right here on the road. That's all the damn thing I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we should participate. I think it's our respect that we should be there. We always been there. Jesse Owen and all of them, and we made history. And we always, one thing about us, man, we always gonna make history at the Olympic because a lot of people don't really know these folks, but when they get the Olympics, hey, it's showtime. So, and one more thing, and then I'm gonna stop. One more thing, y'all got to realize too. Y'all say who's the power, what next? Y'all got to look at Deion Sanders at Jackson State. Y'all got to look at the black colleges. Most of these colleges, black players now, I guarantee you, they're gonna swing over to where they need to be. At the end of the day, a lot of them is swinging over, and that's football, basketball, and everything. So ain't no powerhouse either way. Because if every athlete go to black colleges, y'all won't be looking at no colleges on TV. Y'all be looking at all black colleges. Everybody will be there. That's just my saying, Jamal.
Now I have to say this. I don't know. Is it me or was the volume for Bernard the audio got or was it just me that the way it came out?
What's that?
The audio on you, because I heard him perfectly.
The audio, yeah.
I don't know. I guess it might be me because even when Julius said something. But Julius, we're gonna throw it out to you with regards to the Olympics. Should we be there?
You should not mix politics and sports together. Yes, we should be there. KS, wherever your profession is, go there. Second, the only one in Georgia that in the whole state of Georgia that's watching the Olympics is my wife, Dr. Tanya Howard Hall. She's the only one watching it. I go in the room, she got that on. Guess what I do? I gotta go take a shower, come back out, and go watch TV somewhere else because she in there watching the Olympics. She's the only one
And the
watching the
people in
Olympics in
Alpharetta.
this whole house. No, I don't watch no Olympics. But yes, we should be there. And Bernard, the only time white people cheering for the black people is when inside the stadium or coliseum or gymnasium. You are absolutely correct.
That's it.
Blue Moon, you it was something that shout out to James Brown. He had to work tonight. He's one of our hosts here on this show, but he's checking us out. He's at work, still checking us out. Hey,
James said he only doing America at the dock.
What?
So he don't do nothing else but America at the dock. That's what he said to me. Now I don't know. Isn't that right, James?
All right.
All right. Well, we'll move on. We'll move on with regards to, because again, it's already come to fruition. It's about the James Harden trade. Who do you think have won? Who's been successful with regards to this? Do we look at the Nets or we look at the Sixers? Or now I'll let y'all know. Some people are saying pretty much an even deal with regards to this right here. So we go with regards to my brother RG. Who was the winner with regards to the James Harden deal, the trade, James Harden?
You know, I'm gonna pass on that one. I ain't really been paying that too much attention.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna talk on something I don't know nothing about. But yeah, I ain't been watching that now.
Hey.
All right. Okay, well then
that's a
we move
Bernard
on.
topic.
All right, then we move on. Julius Hall, who's the winner with regards to the James Harden deal?
Who else? Philadelphia is the winner. Philadelphia is a clear winner. Ben Simmons is a bust. Philadelphia is a winner. Believe me, Philadelphia is the winner in that trade. Philadelphia did not get the worst of it, Moon. I'm telling you. Philadelphia, James Harden will prove himself. Philadelphia got a young, good team. They're going to come up. Believe that. Brooklyn got the worst because Ben Simmons, how you going to mix in there? Kyrie Irving got to have the ball. Now, you're right that Kyrie Irving is only playing on the road and he can't play in New York. But New York just lifted their restrictions. So, hey, things going to change. He'll be playing at home by the time the playoffs come around. Watch and see. Watch and see. Some of the restrictions, the face mask, I guess. But I got him, Rob. Yeah. But we'll see. Philadelphia got the worst of it. Watch him. Y'all just watch him. Y'all watch him. I'm telling you.
So Bernard Brown, who's the winner with regards to the deal, to the trade with regard to James Harden and with regard to Seth Curry and also Ben Simmons?
Hey, you know what? Philadelphia got the better end of it. I seen this coming. People don't realize this was already in the work. And I told my little shorty, I said, hey, because she from Philadelphia, I said, hey, I said, they're about to trade for James Harden. But you got to realize this here. You got one of the best coach that ever was in the NBA, and that's Doc Rivers. He know how to blend in the players, and I think with Harden, if he stayed, to be honest, he wasn't really hurt. Y'all got to realize this here with the NBA. Let me break it down to y'all, because I'm taking some of RG minutes.
Minutes.
Hey, you got to break it down. James Harden wasn't hurt. He always wanted to get out of New Jersey because of Kyrie Irving and all his BS. Kevin Durant just putting with him just to put up with him. Philadelphia, what you got Harden, right? He can spread the court. He can, that pick and roll gonna kill the East between him and Embiid or whatever his name is. It's gonna, that pick and roll, he gonna roll to the back, he gonna kick it down, touchdown. Trust me. Doc Rivers already know what time it is. Ben Simmons gonna get traded. I guarantee you, Ben Simmons will get traded from the New York Nets to the Lakers. You know why? Because the Lakers, he got the same agent that LeBron got. They want Ben Simmons in LA. LeBron already moving him. He can't shoot. He can't shoot for a man in the moon. But the question was, who got the better deal? Philadelphia got the better deal. Philadelphia can compete with the Milwaukee Bucks now. And I'm telling you, I predict this here. Philadelphia 76ers will be in the Eastern Conference Final against New Jersey, hands down. Milwaukee not going because they still got a little something. But that's my opinion. Great trade for Philadelphia. Now Harden can stop playing like he hurt and go ahead and play.
Well, now you know who's leading the East, and it is Miami. Miami's right there. So what folks are looking at saying that it'll be interesting that it might be in the second round that you might possibly even see a Philadelphia-Brooklyn battle with regards to this. Yeah. So that was some people intrigued about that. But then still, they still got Miami is right there, and that's what people are looking at. They say Miami and what Milwaukee has just recently done. Milwaukee has not kicked it in. They're like saying we're going to show everybody we are the big boys with regards to this. So that's why now it's getting interesting with regards to all of this and what we foresee.
Right.
So what I'm doing right.
But you got to realize too this, Jamal and RG and Jules, when it comes to playoff, it's a half-court game now. The calls is not getting called. Now, with the half-court game with Philadelphia and with Harden, it's half-court. So all you got to do is kick out, fill that thing in inside. The calls ain't going to be called like it used to call during the regular season. Miami is basically they for the season. They're not going to be there. They're not going to be there because they don't have nobody that can really half court inside. They don't have nobody inside that can score. Period. That's my opinion, and I'm
sticking to it. That's his opinion, and he's sticking to it.
I'm sticking to it, man. Hey, 25 years. I know something.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I don't know where Jamal keep popping out to NBA trade deals. Was that what we was on, the NBA trade deals?
Next game. Yeah. We just did that one. Next one. What's after that?
Caitlin Clark got skills. Who is Caitlin Clark? She's an Iowa basketball college player, Iowa Hawkeyes college basketball player, female. So
I agree.
Does she have skills? I have never seen her play because I don't watch women's basketball until the playoffs. Or, that's the only time until the tournament. Only time I watch women's basketball. And then it's got to be the final 8. Yeah. Now, I do like South Carolina State. No, South Carolina. South Carolina with Don Staley over there. But other than that, I don't keep up with it. Gino doing whatever he's going to do there. He has a dominant dynasty out there in UConn. But that's people been beating their butt.
That's gone, Joe. Connecticut dynasty is gone. It would never be another Connecticut dynasty because you know what? You got all these young girls. They're going over different places. They're going to Baylor. They're going to Iowa. They're going to South Carolina. They're going to Georgia. It's spreading out, and all these girls that's playing now, and I'll give them my prop. Is that I seen them when they was little girls coming in at Swanee Sports Academy playing that ball. This girl here for Iowa, she probably be the number 3 pick in the WNBA draft. The girl can play. Y'all got to watch these girls, man. They playing some good ball. Especially watching a little young lady from LSU. She was a little baby growing up with us. Porter, and her father passed away about 2 years ago. This girl can play. This girl can play. So they're sleeping on it. But, yeah, she's probably going to be the number 3 draft pick in the WNBA. And Iowa got something good going on there. And Connecticut, that's why Gino talking so much noise because he losing them. He losing them now. The effect he used to have, don't have no more.
Well, him and Stanford used to have the dominant teams.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jamal. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say that they're still right there. It's just that now what we see with regards to, especially with women's basketball on the collegiate level, that we see more competition. But UConn is still right there. And just like they lost the streak, they lost last night, but they're still right there. And so that with regard to Caitlin, and it was interesting that even KD made a comment about her with regards to her skill set. And so what is so funny, KD said something positive about her, but then he trolled the young brother, when he did his viral video, and the brother was like, KD said some profane things about the brother, And the young brother was like, instead you should. And he responded like an adult with regards to this, how he handled, like basically critique me and not give me the tools to help. So, but now there were some other trades that happened in the NBA. What are some of the thoughts with regards to that? Like, especially with Christingas, he's now going on to Washington. And that we're now looking at Luka getting some work in Dallas. Well, what were some of the other thoughts with regards to the trade? And now, and then the tragedy that happened in Portland. So, Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to the NBA trades that happened this week right here?
Who care about Dallas and Washington? They won't make if they make the playoffs, they won't make it out the first round. Who care about them? Who cares about them? The teams now. Watch out for Memphis. Watch out for Miami. Those are the teams that you need to watch out. Those are the sleeper teams in the NBA that you need to watch out for. Don't worry about them trades. These people traded teams because they're having problems. Watch out for Brooklyn. Watch out for Brooklyn, Shagari. I'm telling you, Brooklyn is the team to beat. And Golden State Warriors. That's my team, the Golden State Warriors. See, I tried to get their colors, but I couldn't get it too much close. Yeah, I tried to get the LA Rams colors, but I couldn't get it too either. But this was close enough. Go ahead.
So Bernard, with regards to, because the trades that happened this week right here. So how would you feel about the situation with Dame Lillard right there in Portland with regards with CJ McCollum now gone? They trade CJ, who was basically. What's your thoughts with regards to that? And how should Dame be feeling with regards to this, with regards to what's happening now in Portland?
You know what? It's not so much what they put on the court. I think they got a big problem in the front office. The front office is really fighting with each other. And you see it on the court and you see the trade. I would have never traded that guy. That came out of nowhere. That came out of like nowhere. They got a bunch of problems in Portland, and I think with him, it's a matter of they didn't get the right package. If they would have had the right package, they would have traded him. They just think they're not getting enough for him, so that's why he there. I was more surprised of the Indiana Pacers trade. I was surprised with them trading Sabonis or whatever. I was surprised at them trading him to Sacramento. I was totally shocked when that happened. So that tells me they rebuilding. They're rebuilding. Because he was the only one really playing. I mean, he was averaging like 23, 20. He dropping 12, 10 rebounds. He giving out 6 or 7 assists. I mean, so when that happened, I did like this. I like, what? So that's the biggest surprise with me when they had, and with Portland, they got a lot of front office problem, and so they 2 years ago they was competing. They was competing for a championship, and then all of a sudden, the front office they changed the general manager. They changed the coach. And so they got a lot of problem in Portland. So I see right now, until if they get a package deal for him, he'll be out of there. He'll be out of there. He'll say, hey, I'm not playing until they trade him.
And I do definitely like the background with regards to a lot of this when it comes to sports. And so one thing, Dame does not want to leave Portland because Dame has had a positive effect on people in Portland. He wants to be in Portland. But then you look at, again, what they're doing. So, and then when you threw it up, Bernard, when you talking about, say, again, the front office stuff, that it is a lot of stuff that is happening that is having an impact. But Dame, again, does not want to, he wants to be, he feels that Portland is a place to raise a family. So, RG, you got any perspectives, any thoughts with regards to the trades that have occurred in the NBA?
I'm engineering right now.
Okay. All right. We let you go ahead.
You look like that sleep.
So now we're gonna move on to this one right here. This is the one that I gotta say that Coach Bernard Brown, I need to ask your opinion on this. Does AD need conditioning? Anthony Davis, does he need conditioning?
Yeah. Not only that, he needs somebody to. He don't have the dog in him. He when he was at Kentucky, he didn't have the dog in him. When he was at New Orleans, he didn't have the dog in him. When he was at the Lakers, he don't have the dog in him. He's soft. He plays soft. It's not so much condition. He's just injury prone. That's just him. And the reason why he injury prone, he's not a superstar. A superstar would, like, prime example, LeBron spent over $1 million all season to get his body ready for the next season. LeBron, to be honest, LeBron want AD out. He don't want Westbrook out. He see AD is the problem. AD is the problem, man, because he always getting hurt. Like the other night, he got hurt for tripping over somebody for falling. He don't have the dog in him, and I think he need to go back to Kentucky and find it. That's the problem. It's not about him being conditioned. He just don't have the dog in him, period.
That is so right.
Julius Hall. So
that is so right. AD is soft as hell, and their fans are the ones are the problem, like Jamar Torre. That's the problem. The Laker fans is the problem. As long as you got Laker fans like that, you're going to have a problem. Just like the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Yankees, you're going to have a problem in the Los Angeles Lakers.
That's right. Not in this
New England Patriots.
Yep. Not in it. Yep.
Not in
the DA.
Yeah. He's just soft. You got to have that killer instinct. Jamal, if you got killer instinct like Kobe, if you got a killer instinct like Michael Jordan, like Magic Johnson, like Larry Bird, where you feel like ain't nobody better than you on that court.
Yeah.
When I go to the basket, I'm either gonna make this basket or I'm gonna be fouled.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta have that.
You got to have it,
that you
man.
just gonna say, I'm finna bring it to you. So be ready.
Yeah.
No, AD.
You got to have it. He is.
And the fans ain't no good.
Right.
Okay.
The only you're right, Charlie. Hey, Charlie Brown, right, man. I'm telling you, I'm a Laker fan for life. Always been, man. He is the softest Laker I ever seen in history with the Lakers. I'll pack a deal up and I'll change it.
It was one other one. It was one other one.
Which one? The other one?
Kwame Brown.
I don't think. Hey,
Kwame was soft as hell.
Kwame was soft. Kwame had a lot of issues before he even got to the Lakers. Magic Johnson. Hey, Mike killed him.
No. Now, let me go and say this. I got to speak up for the homie now. People will tell you this. With Kwame Brown, people don't even come at Kwame Brown. Kwame wasn't soft. Even today, right now, when some folks try to go and critique Kwame, they were like, Kwame will go and lay them hands on him. They're like, Kwame is got. Some people they say Kwame is gangster. They say Kwame is soft. They're like, Kwame is gangster.
That's true. That's true. He was gangster off the court. But I needed Kwame to take it to you. I needed Kwame to be like Shaq. Get out of my damn way. That's what I needed Kwame to do.
Hey, you know what?
And he didn't.
Yeah. Let's talk about
bragging
Kwame.
on him to all my friends and everything. And then every night he busted.
Hey,
but
every night he busted.
Something that occurred now, and this goes back 2 seasons ago, that folks had talked about AD with regards to that he was not conditioned, just like when you share about with LeBron, that LeBron conditions himself and that LeBron was expecting that AD would do the same thing. And that is not, this is that, again, a season ago that they thought that that's what he would be doing. So even last week in one of the games, what happened, they were like, he barely got bumped and he lost his footing. So people like saying, wait a minute, they were like, he is too light. So, and that's why I was like saying, yeah, he need to have more development. But now we're gonna go because I know we end at 9:30, correct? So since we run
over,
huh?
We got to run over.
Bernard Brown always like to run over everything. But okay, we go to this baseball. Baseball has not said, because again, the contract is up, the agreement is up, that they'll no longer be testing for steroids. What's your thoughts on that? Because I have to throw it out there. Barry Bonds, is not in the Hall of Fame because, again, tied to what they like to say, the stigma, the aura of the PEDs, then also regard to Roger Clemens. But now, baseball, the contract is up, the agreement is up with regards to them now testing for steroids. What's your thoughts on that, Julius Hall?
Barry Bonds is the greatest hitter of all times. Ain't nobody ever had an eye like him. I don't think steroids make your eyes better. Barry Bonds could, I mean, he had the sweetest swing other than Darius Strawberry. This man had a swing that you knew that if you didn't even want to pitch to him. Why those pitchers pitch to him is beyond me. I would have walked this dude every time. Ain't no way I would have pitched to him. Steroids, then they need to take that asterisk from by his name. Put him in where he belongs. He's the greatest home run hitter of all times. Steroids don't make you see that ball. His eyes, if steroids make you see the ball better, then they need to start giving it to the eye clinics. All the eye clinics need to have steroids to make your eyes better. Barry Bonds was just good. He could see that ball and he hit it wherever it is. Now, he might have made him a little stronger a little bit sooner than what he was probably supposed to be there. But he was good. That's my boy. I love Barry Bonds.
So, Bernard Brown, steroids no longer be tested by Major League Baseball. What's your thoughts on that?
Hey, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. During the time with Barry and all those boys was hitting a home run, let me tell you what it is. They loaded the baseball. The baseball was loaded. They don't tell people. Let me tell y'all something right now. Oh Lord, let me tell you. Let me give you the history. It wasn't the steroids that were making these boys hit these home runs. They loaded the ball because they wanted people to come to see home run. And that's what happened. It wasn't about the steroid. It was that they loaded the ball to make the ball go more further out. That's what happened. And when Barry and Alice and all that was trying to tell them that, they didn't want to hear. Yeah, they was on steroid. I don't think, trust me, a 195-pound man can hit a damn home run if they catch it in the middle of the bat and you hit it, it's going out the park. You know what I'm saying? But that was their best season, best 3 seasons they had when these boys was hitting these home runs. That's the best season they had. So whether it's steroids or whatever, but if they saying, okay, they not get checking, then they might well put all these boys in the Hall of Fame. They might well put all these boys in the Hall of Fame saying, oh, they took steroids or whatever. Because at the end of the day, period, they might well put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame too, just because everybody gamble. Pete Rose is, out of everybody, I want to see Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. That was a bad white boy. That was
Both of them. Pete Rose was Pete Rose was awesome. I love Pete Rose. Pete Rose and Barry Bonds, those are my boys.
And Barry, and you know what? Not only that, you know, Bobby Benitez, when they was at Barry and all the boys was at Pittsburgh, those some bad boys. Period.
Yes, and just to share this with you, Bernard Brown, everyone does not gamble. I don't gamble. Everyone does not gamble, okay? Understand that. Everybody does not gamble. Put it out there, everybody gamble. Everybody don't gamble. We got
hey, come on.
So he was the only one that got caught.
But you.
So
he was the only one that got caught, Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, he was the only one that got caught. Yeah, yes. That was Mr. Hustle. That was a bad boy. That was a bad boy.
And he didn't need the money. What he did, he just loved to gamble. He was a gambler.
Hey, you know what, Jules? I don't mean to cut you off. If they talking about gambling, well, goddamn, you might as well go get Michael Jordan.
Exactly. And Charles Barkley.
Let me tell you
separate sports. But those are separate sports. Separate sports.
Okay.
Not the same. Different contracts. So we can't mix apples and oranges together. We can't do that. So Ebony Sports Reporters, we don't do stuff like that. See, that's for them amateurs. We're not amateurs. We don't operate like that. We know how not to mix it together. But now we're gonna move on to this right here. And now this one right here, we ain't spending all night on this one right here. We're not spending all night on this subject right here. We're gonna ask Chatham County, what's the deal with Gator Rivers? What's the deal with Gator Rivers, Chatham County? So I'm so afraid, but I'm gonna start with Bernard Brown. What's your thoughts with regard to that, Gator Rivers?
You know what? I'll be honest with y'all. Y'all tell me. What's the problem? What's the problem, man? Why they? What's up with him? Why why they got so much beef with this guy, man? I met him when I came down. I've been knowing him a long time ago, but I haven't seen him in a while. So y'all tell me what's up. Y'all in Savannah, y'all tell me what's up.
Okay, what's going to happen? We're going to have this condensed because we're not going to have Julius Hall talk about this for 5 hours. Julius Hall, you got 2 minutes on this right here. 2 minutes, Julius Hall.
I think I could do it in 2 minutes. Now, here's my thing with Gator Rivers. Gator Rivers is an asshole, but Gator Rivers is my friend. Gator Rivers is an asshole, but Gator Rivers is my friend. Gator Rivers is one of the most well-known people around this world from Savannah, Georgia.
Time out just for a second.
No other player, sir.
Time out just for a second. You being influenced by Bernard Brown right now. So when you say what you said, but all right. So we go back. Continue on. Go ahead.
Okay. You had stopped my time, right? So my time.
Okay, I stopped you. Right. Okay. Your time stopped. You could go back. You know.
Gator Rivers is the most well-known person in sports history out of the city of Savannah.
Yes. Yeah.
There is no other person on this planet more well-known around the world than Gator Rivers. Why the hell would you not have him coaching a football team? I mean, a basketball team.
A basketball team.
He brings influence, just like Dion at Jackson State. All these players, you got to use the celebrity. Is this a word, Jamal? You a professor? Celebritism. You know, you got to use their celebrity status.
Right. Yeah.
As a stepping stone.
Yeah.
It helps the students. It helps the whole institution of what we're trying to do with sports in Chatham County. Gator Rivers should be coaching a basketball team in Chatham County. I don't care what nobody say. I love Ann Levette. I love this school board. My wife is a school board member. Gator Rivers need to be coaching somewhere.
Yeah.
One of the greatest players that ever played in the city of Savannah. He's an asshole, but I'm with him.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. And you're right.
So,
yeah. Everybody in the university, Jamal and Jules, everybody know Gator Rivers. And I'm surprised he ain't coaching, in Savannah, Georgia. Trust me. You got what y'all got. You got babies coaching babies. These damn people who coaching at Savannah or whatever, at Beach or whatever, they're just not stepping off the basketball court. And I went to the game last week. I'm like, come on, really? You got kids coaching kids, man. Get some experience. And then I'm gonna tell you right now, then I'm gonna let you go. I was walking out the gym, and this girl, she was like almost 6 foot, and she played for Beach. And I said, what's the problem? I asked her what grade she in. She said, I'm a senior. I said, how many coaches or college coaches that contact you? She say 0. And the parents talk, she said, because they're not doing what they need to do. And you know what I did? I made some phone calls and I called some college coaches. 7 of them, college coaches, already done called the young lady, already seen their film and said, you know what? What's going on? She should have had that whole arena packed with college coaches. Savannah is not doing just due to these kids, man. I'm telling you. And I'm getting frustrated. I know this is a sports show at the end of the day, but I don't like this. I don't like what's going on in Savannah. I really don't. You got a lot of talented kids out there. And I'm not gonna let my baby niece, Ashley Jones, suffer. I'm working for her, and they calling me already about it. I'm telling you right now, Gator Rivers know people. Let that man coach so he can bring all these folks in here, Savannah, Georgia. Damn.
That's right. Not network.
Bernard Brown, I'm going to share something with you right now. Don't try to be slick and then try to tie back the Gator when you try to make commentary like you on the Rabble. Don't try to be slick like that. Don't even try. I understand what you're doing. Don't try to be slick like that. And then Bernard Brown also, you already know how I was looking at you like that. I'm not going to let you come on when I'm hosting. You try to talk about my family members. See, because that was Bernard Brown was doing. To those of you who are looking, Bernard Brown trying to talk about one of my relatives, and he and I already had a conversation about this on Saturday when he gave me for a dinner a Snicker and a bottle of water to eat and drink. So, but anyway, we're gonna move on.
Who is
right
Michael
now.
Thompson?
I love him.
Jamal, who is Michael Thompson? Who is Michael
Huh?
Thompson does his best? Beach High School. I guess Beach High School. Who's Michael Thompson?
He's not coach. He's not no, Simon is the head basketball coach at Beach, and then Coach Gordon is the head basketball coach for the girls. So no, I love both of them. I'm just saying, I just got passionate about what was going on. No, they and Purvis Ellison is the greatest Gator player. Nah, James.
No, James.
Nah.
Purvis Ellison was right behind Kirby, right behind Kwame Brown. Gator Rivers is the best basketball player not the best, but he's one of the best to ever come up out of Savannah, Georgia on the world stage.
And Jules,
he didn't have to play in the NBA. The Harlem Globetrotters back then was more famous than the NBA players.
Right. And Jules.
Well, you can't necessarily go and say that because we still look at the records. But I have to go and say this because, again, Mervin the Magician, who played for Utah in the ABA. So again, you can say he's one up, but he cannot say he's the greatest because but now see, and this was a Ron Tell that show that, again, when people going to talk about Knowles, that's why some people, so that's why I'm like, you cannot. Andrew Knowles is right there. So, but we're going to move on to about Mike McCarthy. Because again, we're not going to get in there because I'm listening to you and I understand you showcasing the person, letting people know. But then other people go out there and say, wait a minute, y'all saying that right there. And people going to start saying, what about Mervin the Magician? What about Andrew Knowles? They're going to start throwing them up there. Then we're going to be looking like, oh my God, we ain't do our homework. We don't know. But anyway, Mike McCarthy, is he safe? Julius Hall, excuse me. Coach Brown, is Mike McCarthy safe? Is he safe?
Let me tell you about Mike. Let me tell you about Mike. To be honest, on a serious note, Mike need to go home. Mike is destroying the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody, I'm telling you, the players don't like him. They're not playing hard for him. And he is one of the hellest running back in the NFL. And all of a sudden, ever since that man got him, numbers going down. That number going down. They need to get rid of him today. Today. At the end of the day. He need to go sit on the sofa and sit down because he destroying, not only Jimmy Jones destroying, but Mike. They need to fire Mike. And I'm telling you right now, y'all think I'm crazy what I'm about to say. They need to go ahead and bring the defensive coordinator down and be the head coach. Because you know what? He got that fire. He already know. They fired him. They let him go in Atlanta. But that boy got the fire now, man. I'm telling you, Dallas Cowboys should make that boy the next head coach right now. And I guarantee you, it'll be all right.
Can I say something?
Yeah, it's your turn now, but you ain't got 5 hours.
I ain't got but 1 minute. I think that this is what needs to happen. We need to petition the NFL to combine the Atlanta Falcons, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Jacksonville Jaguars into one team and make them play. And that's what I want to say. Mike McCarthy, he's safe because he's a white boy. He's safe. They're all safe.
Nah, Drew. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Drew. It's a lot of rattling going in up in that front office, Jimmy. I'm telling you. Listen,
Jerry Jones is an idiot, as he always has.
Let me tell you who the next.
The son's gonna be an idiot too.
Let me tell you who's gonna be the next head coach for the Dallas Cowboys on a serious note. That boy who just left New Orleans. He always wanted.
Who, Johnny Kicklight?
No, tell me, Don. Nah, oh Lord. No.
But Johnny, forget your boy. Hey, yeah, Johnny should be the next coach. You know, but the New Orleans Saints guy who retired, Jimmy Johnson always wanted him, always. But McCarthy is not safe, Jamal, on your question.
Yeah,
he's out of there. He's out of there.
Yeah, because even today, Michael Parsons did the interview and he talked highly about DQ. He talked about Dan Quinn. He talked highly because Michael's excited. And so now we're going to Trevor Bauer. The DA's office in Los Angeles has said that they are not going to charge him for the sexual assault. He will not be charged. What's your thoughts with regard to that, Julius Hall?
He hit a baseball real well. So why charge him? You know, he hit a baseball real well. That's what they do for them. That's what they do for them. They don't get any publicity. They don't get signaled out. They don't get that media attention.
Yeah.
So he hit a baseball real well. So
yeah. You know, Trevor's a good pitcher, but what happens? Some people go and say that he did get exposed. That he was suspended. They're gonna say Trevor was suspended. You know, but should the LA still keeping Bernard Brown? Should he still remain in LA even after the charges are not dropped?
Hey, you know one thing about baseball. Baseball have this. It like Jules said, it's not is okay, but it's not as, you know, the light is not always on baseball. Now, if he was in the NBA, he was in the NFL, then it would have been an issue. It would have been an issue because I guarantee you, and y'all know, I guarantee you, if you go in a hotel, right, and it's an all-star game, and it's a baseball all-star game, and you walk in the hotel, you don't know who the hell it is, what. But if you go in the NBA All-Star and you walk in the hotel, you know who. NFL, you know who. Baseball, who that is over there? I don't even know who he is at the end of the day. So they kind of like, which is a good thing and a bad thing, but, you know.
They play they gonna keep anybody in the world. 162 games?
Yeah.
But they do have longevity with regard to their careers, you know, and they do make money. So okay, but we'll move on with regards to this. We're now come to something that's very special and dear to me. Is about my big brother. I kind of hate doing this one right here because again, I knew that when I had brought something up about it, that I might have a little issue, but I didn't know how glaring the issue would be. My big brother, who's the coach of Benedictine Academy here, Benedictine School, BC.
My cousin.
See that?
Yeah.
But he my big brother, and he is the coach of the basketball team. That's Dr. Frank Dougie Williams. So Bernard Brown, let you know that he has a 5-0, you know, region record and 12-6, and so he's making things happen. So we just want to do acknowledgement because I think you might know of Dougie, and so you know anything you might want to say. Hey. But please do not be like Julius Hall because he's already showed his hand, and so I'm so afraid that you might try to show your hand too. So and Dougie is older than both of you. Okay, let's get that straight.
Let me tell you about Dougie, and Dougie taught me a lot because I'm a young fella become the Dougie and Coach Hall and they're all the Hall family. He's a great coach. He's a great teacher. Matter of fact, my friend up here, he used to coach up. Dougie assistant used to coach at the college up here. And at the end of the day, he's doing a good job with BC. Trust me. He's a good guy. He know his basketball. He know it. Trust me. I love him to death. I'm glad he's doing a great job. At the end of the day, I guarantee you right now, Drew, and everybody can pick it back off me. If we had a lot of coaches right now in Savannah, Georgia, can take the same thing that Dougie taking and teaching these kids, man, Savannah, Georgia will be on the map. Hey, like I say, he do, and you know what, Drew? And you know what? At the end of the day, it's not about the past. It's not about where he came. This boy is flat out can coach, smooth as hell. And I send a prop out to him.
And I got to give credit to me and you and Darryl Mathis, all of us. We used to play right there on the side of Darryl's house on the basketball court when it was dirt court. Dougie was fast as hell. He was swift. You know, he's the epitome, Jamal, of not letting statue hold you down.
Right.
He was shorter than everybody on the court, but he had more heart than anybody that was playing.
Yeah.
He knew the game. He's like LeBron James on the court.
Yeah.
As a coach. He knows the game. He knows when to do what in certain situations. He's a West Savannah guy.
West
The
side.
only reason he didn't go to Tompkins is because he lived on the wrong side of the street.
Yeah,
The
right.
people across the street with the Tompkins. So I just wanted you to know that we raised with him. He my cousin.
Hey.
Shouts out to my cousin.
Shouts out, hey.
Dr. Frank.
And he did not attend Tompkins. He went to Johnson. So that's how God planned it.
Hey.
Understand that.
And Jamal, let me clear something up.
Oh, Lord.
Let me clear something up now. I went to Johnson in 1978, 79, and I went to Tompkins in 80, 81. So I'm
That's
both.
True.
I got both of them. I got both.
True,
you know what I'm saying? I love both of them, Jamal. You got one, I got two. But Dougie, man, trust me, this guy, hey, he can coach on the college level and then some.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Period. I can coach on the college level too, without a doubt. We've been there.
Yeah.
I learned from him. This guy and Coach Hall and all of them, one thing we call them, the Hall boys, they smooth, man. Hey.
Damn, that's my last name?
That's it. That's it. They smooth, man.
Hall.
We got the little Hall, Julius Hall.
He is a Hall, Jamal. Dougie
they
is
good.
a Hall.
Hey.
All right.
Trust me. They know the game.
And this is why I shuddered to even do this. I said I gotta pay homage to Doug, but I shuddered. I said the two of them, I say it's gonna be a problem. But yes, we're gonna move on. I'll go and just throw this out here. Senegal won the African Cup with regard to again qualifying for World Soccer, so they won. I'm proud of Senegal. But we'll jump on to something else because each time I want to do when I do hosting, there's always some little segment. This segment is Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner. So we want to get that Coach Bernard Brown, Coach's Corner. Go ahead, give us something, Coach. Give us Coach Brown, Coach's Corner. Then we go to Coach Hall. I'm too afraid about Coach Hall, but actually, I need to say this. I'm afraid about both of them. I'm afraid of Coach Hall and Coach Brown. I can only imagine.
Hey. Can I get a little? Can I give them a little history about my coaching career?
Not 5 hours, okay?
No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hey. I've been coaching for 25 years. I'm 2-time state championship. I coach at Pebblebrook High School, Cal High School. I coach at Spray Red High School. I coach my daughter and my son. And if you Google my daughter, hey, she was in the top 100 ESPN. And if you Google me, you'll see me too. Coaches is a hard job, but you got to be passionate about it. And I love it. And once I had to make a turn to get out of it because the fire wasn't near. But at the end of the day, don't coach to win. Don't coach to win. Coach to make make boys to men's and make girls to ladies. And what's the proudest moment that I always have is when I can walk in the mall or walk in the grocery store and I see one of my former players and they come up to me and they hug me and say, "Hey, Coach Brown, I love you," and they family and they tell me how they doing, man. It's not about the wins and the loss, but one thing about it, man, you have that fire that you got to win that ring. You got to win that ring. And when I got two, I was it. That was done. And me watching TV, man, and I see the girls that I put, boys that I had a part of their life, and I see them on TV, man, I sit there and not cry because I know that I played a part of them. And the number one draft player next year is gonna be this guy here, and he's gonna be the NBA man. He's a good guy, man, and he is like I cry because, man, I played a part in these people's lives, and I never had to change. I never had to stop cussing. I never had not to be me. I'm telling you, all they wanted, man, is for me continue to be me. I give everybody I had in Atlanta, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, Marietta, Georgia. I give them 25 years of cussing, and ain't nothing gonna change. So on America, it ain't not gonna change. But on a serious note, it's not like being a part of so many people's lives. And when you coach, you're a parent. inspiration. And I love them, man. I'm telling you, man, I do. And you can ask my daughter, man. I be sick. She said, "Daddy, why you crying?" I said, "See so and so on TV, man. See so and so." So I wanna come back, and then this is God have a truth. I want to come back next year and give Savannah, Georgia, what I have give Atlanta, Georgia, and help these kids, man, because Savannah is a great process. Because at the end of the day, you got all these kids, AAU and everything, coming from Savannah, Georgia, coming up here because they don't have nowhere else to go. If you get that old Civic Center and you have these AAU basketball tournament and you use Top Flight Sport Court rental, we can have a big old tournament. We can do this thing. Case closed.
My producer said that's a long 2 minutes.
I'm sorry.
And if I had tried to stop him, he was gonna try to cuss me out.
That's sorry.
And that's why I was gonna say on Ebony Sports Reporters, there's no profanity to be used. We don't use any profanity because this is a different show right here. No profanity on the show. Y'all haven't heard me use profanity. So again, we don't do any profanity on this show right here. So Julius Hall, all Coach's Corner has been taken up by Bernard Brown. So
I'm sorry.
Okay, I won't even talk about it.
I'm sorry.
But one of the things that we also want to discuss, and again, we winding it on down, and Shagari threw something out there that yes, we need to get the city of Savannah and also the county to go infuse baseball back into our communities, because that is something that Major League Baseball is doing across the country, especially in urban areas. That's what we need to do, because when you begin taking that out, that begins to impact us also with regard to our youth. But then now we look at this right here, that we have 2 high school programs in our area that have been basically, as I shared, folks, who have been winless for approximately about 4 years now. 4 years, Groves High School and Bradwell. What needs to be done for these programs? What needs to be done? And I'm saying, throwing it out there, that what can we do to help with regard to this? And what are some of the issues with regard to this? And we go Julius Hall.
I think that Groves High School need to hire me. We'll start winning immediately. I think that it's a lot of those kids that are in the school that I see right here. Some of my mentees, they should be playing football, but they rather listen to rap music. So the coaches have to be able to reach these kids. You don't want to go and beg them, but you also want to go and have that conversation with them where you could get them on the football field. They have the players there. They just don't. These days, a kid has to be taken to the field by their parents. Before, my mama never took me to the football field. My daddy never took me to the football field. We went because our friends went. But today's world, the parents have to take you there. Mm-hmm. That's how you get interested, because all they want to pick up is this stuff here. This is all they want. They don't want nothing else. So that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah. And Bernard Brown, what needs to be done to help Groves?
You know what?
They've been winless since 2015.
Yeah. And my cousin used to be the coach, women's basketball coach at Groves, and I try to give a little pointer, but they need to build. They need to hire Gator Rivers.
Oh no, this is football team. This is the football team.
Oh, the football team.
Football team. They've been winless since 2015.
Shit, they need to shut it down, didn't they?
Oh my God! This is to the listening audience. This is not what I had expected. This is not what I had expected. Okay.
They need to shut it down.
Okay.
Hey, but when we was growing up.
But one of the things that happened when they built these other high schools like New Hampstead, they stripped all the talent out of Groves. So it's going to take a while for Groves to build back that talent. Yeah. And it's going to be a while. So Jamal, just hold on. Just like Woodville Tompkins, they closed us down for 20 years. Look at us. When we came back in rare form. We don't play the music with anybody on the basketball court. Yeah. So go ahead. Next subject.
So, right, we move on. And now, right now, to the listening audience, viewing audience, as I tell folks, I call it, it's an arms race right now. It's an arms race that has happened because GHSA, Georgia High School Sports Association, they've had to now go through some changes, in particular now with regards to what they had done. They had private schools competing against private schools, but then there was rebellion of the private schools that happened this past year. So now what's going to occur this season coming up, private schools are now going to be playing in the same region as the public schools. And right now in Chatham County, Savannah Christian, Savannah Country Day, and also Calvary going to be playing Johnson. They're going to be playing, I think, Beach. I think they're all in the same region. They're going to be playing. And so now there is an arms race that is about to occur. What's your thoughts with regards to that, Bernard Brown? Private school. And so let me explain to the audience out there, when I say the arms race, they are now going to be recruiting athletes, and some of the same people who are looking at the show tonight, there's going to be some of your children, your grandchildren, your nieces and nephews who they're going to be recruiting to come over there. And what happens for some people mind, because they go to private schools as if the private school's doing you a favor. No, you are actually helping the private schools, because what your child is doing actually brings in more revenue. If they pay $1,000, excuse me, if they're paying $3,000 for the tuition for your son and your daughter, guess what? When the folks are in the stands, guess what? That's $3,000 right there. Each game, bam, $3,000 each pop. So don't feel bad about it. So Bernard Brown, your thoughts on this right here?
You know what? If I know you was gonna bring this, if I know, I didn't look at it, but let me tell you, the AAU guys and the private school guys are getting together. I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them. We go out and we recruit the best players that we can see, and we let them in private schools with no fee. I'm just being honest. No fee. And the private school are more important than public school now. You got college coaches going to private school more than they go to public school, because we're recruiting. We're recruiting them and we're getting them. And the AAU and private school are really hurting these kids, to be honest. And I mean, ain't nothing you can do. That's why the NCAA trying to stop on it, but ain't nothing you can do. At the end of the day, I won 2 of my state championships from a private school. You know why? Because I recruited overseas and got these boys overseas, and we let them come into school, and they didn't have to pay anything. And it's about winning. I'll be honest with you, it's about winning. And every 2 years I've been there, the gym was packed with college coaches and period. And you know, that's what private school, because you can get a lot away with a lot of stuff in private school than you can do in public school. So for them to blend together like that, to be honest, on Julius and Jamar, it's gonna hurt Savannah. It's gonna hurt them, because it's about trust me.
Oh, actually, no. In Chatham County, I'll share this with you just to clear it up. In Chatham County, no, they come to the public schools. So the private school, now what's happening? Savannah Christian, Savannah Country Day, Calvary, because what happened? Because it was a rebellion of these private schools with GHSA. What occurred? These private schools started saying, no, we're not going to play with y'all no more. So they've not created their own administration system with regard to athletics. So now what's going on? That Calvary, Country Day, Savannah Christian are all afraid right now that they're going to have to play the public schools, and they not realize that they don't have the talent base. So I'm throwing what I want, and I want particularly our audience right here, and for people actually around the country to understand, when your child is going to a private school, you have that leeway right now that they're not doing you a favor. They're not doing you a favor, because when your child is there, they're making money off of your child.
Yeah.
I say the arms race is that they're going to come, because I'm just going to say, at 27-17, I see it. And guess what? They're not necessarily getting the best athletes, but they're doing all that they can to try to get them, because they not know that where before they could beat up on other private schools. Yeah. But now they stand on the sideline saying, wait a minute, we got to compete against Groves. We got to compete against Beach. We got to compete against Johnson. They're like, wait a minute. So now that's what I'm saying. They are, as I said, arms race, because you're gonna find Country Day trying to get folks that Savannah Christian, they're gonna try to get folks, and you're gonna find Calvary all trying to get folks right now who again they're in the 8th grade and they're going after them, but most of them are going still to the public schools. But I want our people to understand, like, guess what? When they come to y'all, guess what? You don't be sweating. You don't act like they're doing you a favor, and that's what happens. So for some of us, the parents, that they're doing them a favor. When no, just like what we calculated that with one child tuition $1,400. Yeah. Guess what? One game they are generating $3,800. Yeah. Yeah. So guess what? Just by your child tuition already paid by the folks that players at the game. Yeah. You're right. People want to come see your child. Yeah, but we not understanding that. So I might say, and I'm just throwing out because Ebony sports reporter. We go. We go to the background stuff. We go deeper. We go deep. So Julius Hall, we let you go ahead. What's your thoughts and perspective about this?
Well, I think that they'll still beat Groves until they change some coaching and the mindset. They'll still beat New Hampstead. They'll still beat some of the schools. But the arms race, they'll get beat by the better public schools. They'll get beat by the better public schools. They're scared because they don't want to compete in that category in those divisions. But they'll still get beat by the better public schools because it's going just like we wanted to beat BC. Yeah. To us, BC was a private school. Right. Yeah. So they're going to be, and like my wife said, Chatham County got more private schools than any place in the whole state of Georgia. Right. The middle schools that are feeders to the high school talent is recruited to. Yeah. That's right. They recruit them from middle school. That's where they're outthinking these coaches. See, Coach Turner used to come see us play when we played junior varsity. Yeah. Now the private schools are going to see those kids. Yeah. Play. So they pick those kids and they bring them out. And Jamal, you got to do something about that and stop it. Anyway,
To what now?
I said you got to do something about that and stop it.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. They're getting out. Trust me, they're getting out of hand. But you know what? It's really nothing you really can do. Because not only the coaches is going through the high school to get these athletes and stuff. I ain't gonna say it. Let me stop. You got these little young blonde, but that's another subject.
Ebony sports reporter does not engage in that type of conversation. So again, this is not like the other the OUR shows.
I'll take that too.
So we tell Charles Barkley what to say.
We gonna move on to the second to the last item on this.
3 minutes over.
Is what program or what schools or what teams you think are underrated? Julius Hall.
High school, Woodville Tompkins. Y'all, we are underrated, but watch us. We don't play the music with nobody. Watch the Woodville Tompkins High School Wolverines, because it's all in here. For college, you got Jackson State and Savannah State. Watch them. Those programs are building to where those players will start to be recognized on a national level and start going to the pros again, like Shannon Sharp and the Handbrake Boys and all of them. And on the NFL, the most underrated team is probably going to be the Atlanta Falcons once they get rid of Matt Ryan. All right, that's me.
All right. Bernard Brown, what team you think is underrated, or what program you think is underrated?
I'm gonna go with Tunkin High School again. With
time. To the audience, I did not realize what's going on. I might have some thoughts in my head. I might have a vision in my mind, but when I'm around Julius Hall and Bernard Brown, guess what? My vision goes out the window. This ain't how I have vision. So, all right, man, you got your minutes back. Go ahead. Oh my God.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Hey, I love Tunkin, man. We overrated. We gonna be all right in college. Jackson State, I'm telling you right now, Jackson State, I think Jackson State can play in the NCAA right now because I think they can compete with a lot of these NCAA college programs. In the pros, y'all sleeping. I'm telling you, y'all sleeping on Cincinnati. And I'm gonna say this here, and y'all may think I'm crazy. I think Cincinnati may upset the Rams, to be honest, because those boys, man, that quarterback and that wide receiver, if they connect the way they connected, and if they control Darnold on defense, and they can control the Rams defense, I think we may have a good Super Bowl. Trust me, that's my opinion. That's just my opinion.
You just make sure you hear it Sunday.
No, hey, sure. I'm leaving here at 10 o'clock in the morning to come to Atlanta to see my little niece play at 4:30 at Beach High School.
And Jamal, make sure he got them wings cooked by the time you get there, because that was 3 hours.
I got you. Jamal.
That was down on top about it was 3 hours. It felt like 4 hours.
It's gonna be like that Sunday now, Bernard.
Right.
Nah,
we'll be there at 4 o'clock. We'll be there at 4 o'clock, and we expect the food to already be done.
Right. Thank you.
Hey, I got you. The food gonna be done at 1 o'clock.
And that's a good segue to our very last agenda item. That's in memory of the passing of Dan Marino in his Super Bowl. But then I gonna say it'd be all like that in memory of me passing away, waiting on some chicken from Bernard Brown.
Hey,
Dan Marino died?
I didn't.
No, I'm just
Dan
saying.
Marino died?
No, he's not died.
Oh.
I'm saying because you know what happened with Dan Marino, that he go to the Super Bowl his second year in the NFL and never goes back, never makes it back.
Oh,
yeah. Who do you think is going to be in a similar situation like that will never make it? That will be a great athlete in their profession, in whatever sport, but they will not make it to the top of that mountain. That they're gonna pass on. They're gonna go into the sunset. You know, they're gonna go into the sunset. They're gonna meet their maker. They're gonna go on to glory. You know, in the sports world.
Mahone,
woo,
Patrick
Mahone done got it.
Right, he done got a championship.
He got a championship, but he ain't getting no more.
He done been to 3 Super Bowls. Well, he done been.
But he ain't won number 1. 3. He ain't won number 1.
That's still giving around. We saying somebody who will not get a championship that you think will not be who will not have that moment getting a championship, but a great athlete though.
Harden, James Harden, Harden, and what's the other guy? Westbrook. Ooh. They would never win. I would have to come out of retirement for them to win another, for them to even get close. Hey, yeah, those two. Yeah.
I think Matt Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. Yeah.
He'll never make it, and he ain't
gonna win it.
Before it's over.
Yeah. And some will go and say Chris Paul also. Chris Paul.
Yeah.
No. Chris Paul gonna win one before it's all over.
Okay.
Yeah. With Allstate,
he might win this year.
He gonna win one with State Farm.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. So,
he gonna win one with State Farm.
Yeah, that was so good you froze up. I thought you was doing what Jamal does.
I know.
So all right. So we got him. So we'll be monitoring all this right here.
The growers need a feeder program, a little strong little league, a recreation center where those kids are going to play football again and be out there and do those things and go to grows.
Yeah. Well, this has been Ebony Sports Reporters. It's been an enjoyable time, an unexpected time, but that's what happened when you have Bernard Brown and Julius all together. We have to have somebody to separate them because this is what occurs when you put them together. It's like gasoline and alcohol. It's a dangerous mixture.
But you had such great subjects, Jamal. You had great subjects.
Right.
I mean, really great subjects for us to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're a great host.
But if I knew this was going to be a Tompkins High School, celebration, I would have probably like changed some of this up. But again, Tompkins High School, 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 Tompkins High School. I'm like Dan Marino and Super Bowl. I'm dead right now.
Hey, but you know what? We want to thank you for hosting the Tompkins High School Ebony show, and we appreciate you. And I'm gonna have that chicken ready for you at 1:00 Sunday.
Bam. Okay.
I'll be there.
That's right.
I'll be there at 4, 2 hours before the Super Bowl. Super Bowl kickoff at 6:30.
Hey. Yeah.
We'll see y'all.
Hey, y'all remember what I said? And Drew and Jamal, you remember what I sit there and I said, man, I get to see y'all on TV. Now I get to see you in person. Hey.
Yeah.
All
there
right.
it is.
We'll see y'all later. Good night.
And I have my stairs in my phone.
Don't forget tomorrow we got 4 shows. Financial Sins at 1:00. 6 o'clock we got Incarceration to Incorporation. 8 o'clock we got It Is What It Is. At 10 o'clock we got America After Dark. And y'all can catch me on. Look on my page. I'll be on a special show. Somebody interviewing me out of Atlanta, Miami. But I'll be on 6 o'clock tomorrow. Y'all can catch me. All right. Tune into all the 18-hour OUR shows.
All right. Peace and blessings.
I like that.